I just want to come on and remind somebody today that it gets better. It gets better than this. And what am I saying? I am talking about where you are right now and where God has placed you. I want you to recognize that it gets better than this. It means that you are just in a period of transition. It is not always going to stay like this. There are times when God has us in transition. We are purely and totally just in transition. God is transitioning us from one place to the next. So we look at a temporary situation and we believe that because this situation is so violent right now, and when I mean violent, like you're going through hardships, you're going through struggle, you're going through financial turmoil, you may be going through relational issues, whether you're married or single, or whether you have children, it doesn't matter. You feel the tension of the transition. You feel the tension of the period that you're in right now. So often it's easy for us to say or to think like, okay, because I'm going through this, because this is happening to me, that it's going to stay like this. Or we just look at our present situation and kind of think that it's going to remain like this because we've been in it so long. The length of a trial does not say how long you're going to be in it or what God is saying about it. The length of a trial is just a period in time that you are walking through a difficult season. It's not the place where you're going to stay. I mean, think about it. Think about Joseph. Think about the fact that Joseph was in his father's house. He had everything he needed. He was the favored child and he got everything from his father. He got a special coat of many colors. And then he goes from being totally favored and honored and not having any lack, not having any deficiencies, to being thrown in a well by the family that he trusted the most, to be disregarded, disappointed. I mean, cast down, not even regarded even as a human life. I mean, honestly, sometimes you can go through things and think as if people don't even value you as a human being because the way that they treat you, right? So he was not valued. He was cast aside, tossed aside. But guess what? That was just a season. Then he finds himself in jail, right? He finds himself, he's doing the right thing. He's serving Potiphar. He's in Potiphar's house. And then he's falsely accused with his wife of rape. So you see, he went from one place to another place. Really one season to another season. And it seemed like it was like ongoing, because if you think about it, he even had a season where he was in jail after Potiphar's wife lied on him. And then he interprets the dream for the butler and baker. And then after he interprets the dream, he says, hey, remember me when, because one, he interpreted the dream and said one was going to be killed and hung, and the other one was going to be exalted and put back in position. And so he says to the person that's going to be exalted, put back in position, hey, remember me. And out of all of that, he wasn't even remembered. He was forgotten again. And it's a temptation when there's long periods of season, because this went on for years with Joseph, right? Years that he was with Potiphar, he got falsely accused, and he was in jail. Then he interpreted the baker and butler's dream. So these things just kind of kept occurring. And I could imagine, like, even I can't imagine actually, but imagine going through something like that and thinking, when is this going to end? This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not getting the results that I think I should see. And not only am I doing the right thing, I'm getting falsely accused, so I'm being lied on. People are saying things that are not even true about my character, and I'm sitting in a jail cell for something I didn't even do. When you think about all the different things that he encountered and how long this lasted, this was not months or days, this was actually years that Joseph had to go through this. And for us as Christians and as believers, we are tempted often to look at our circumstance, our present circumstance, and think that this is going to last forever, but it's not. This is just a moment in time, and you are in transition. And I don't care if it's a day or a month, or even maybe you've been in something for years and you feel like, I'm not going to come out of this. You are coming and have already come out of this. God already has your deliverance date. And Joseph wasn't being prepared for something that was small. And sometimes we have to realize, as chosen men and women of God, and I know we hear that word thrown around so much, Chosen, chosen, chosen. And we love to hear that word, and it sounds like it's like a exaltation or some kind of exalting of something, but the real thing about a chosen one is that they're able to go through intense pressure, persecution successfully, and not break and not bend. And they are able to handle the mantle that God has placed on them. And a mantle is a cloak of glory, of covering that God has given you with a mission along with a mandate, and he tells you to go in a sphere, a region, an area of influence to answer that call. So we have to understand that chosen does not just mean exaltation, it also means persecution, testing, and the ability to stand testing and trial time after time, again, intense opposition. And for those who, oh my gosh, like if you have a prophetic or apostolic gift, to those that have that, even know the weight of those types of calling, because those calls come with intense opposition that you don't even expect. So I want to remind you, I just came to remind you that your present circumstance does not dictate where you're being taken and what it's going to be for. This is not forever. Don't allow the enemy to speak to your mind and tell you that you are not coming out of this. You are coming out of it, and you are coming out of it successfully. You are coming out of it with badges of honor in the spirit realm for the things that you have suffered. You are coming out of it with elevation. You are coming out of it with promotion. You are coming out of it with high honor and esteem. And the things the enemy meant for harm, God is turning it and reversing it for your good. Make it an amazing day.